Hello, everybody. I'm Thomas, and welcome back to another solo playthrough. This time, I'm back with some KeyForge. Had a lot of fun playing against the Key Racket and winning, so I figured I'd give Abyssal Conspiracy another go. I played this on my solo gaming Sunday stream a while back, and I did win, but I figured let's go 2 for 2. I'm going to be trying the deck that I lost against the Key Racket with the first time, this Evil Twin deck that I pulled randomly, so I figured I'd give that one another go. It seemed like a good deck. When I pulled up its stats on decks of KeyForge, it has good expected amber, amber control, and a pretty decent effective power, which the main two I want are amber control and expected amber. So this deck seems like it's going to do the trick, but quick overview for this adventure. So there's a little map over here, and instead of forging keys, I can move. It costs 2 amber to move adjacent, 4 amber to descend, and it costs 0 amber to ascend, which I probably will never do. As far as this adventure, there's a little introduction text for the story so far. It says the Key-Racken has been vanquished, and this time it actually has been. But it is not the only threat. While the Archons defeated the mythical beast, a red-eyed member of the Vortexelion's crew sabotaged the ship, quoting that the remaining seals would soon be opened and that their residence would spread throughout the Crucible. The villain escaped justice and fled into the ocean. Captain Fermi has returned the ship to the surface for repairs, but so many questions remain. Where did this villain come from? What seals are being opened and by whom? Will the Archons ever catch a break? Fortunately, Merkins has some answers. He found a whisper conch left by a cultist and was able to hack the cultist's telemessaging system. Through it, he has learned about the seals that the Worldbreaker Cult is opening. The cult, found or captured a sonic device called the Vault Binder, which is the key to open the locks that hold back a residence from another world. The cultists no longer need the Vault Binder to open the remaining seals, but if the artifact could be found, a key can also lock what it can unlock. Clearly, the Key Racken's release was only one piece, the one piece is real, of some larger conspiracy. The cult's ranks are growing with evil twins from another dimension, and the cultists clearly do not want the crew of the Vortexelion to get in the way. Unfortunately for them, the Archons are coming to find the Vault Binder and put an end to their schemes. So there's a map over here, just like last time. I'll be moving around, trying to find the Vault Binder, figure out the place to use it, and put a stop to these cultists before they can open all their seals up there. With that out of the way, let's just go ahead and jump right into it. I'm going to start by drawing my 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I got 3 Unfathomable, a couple of Untamed, and a Shadows card. Okay, so I think I will go Untamed for my first turn. Sorry, not Untamed, Unfathomable. I'll play Abandoned Ship. I kind of want to save it, but I feel like the Amber... Well, maybe I should save it. I will save that one, actually. I was going to play it just for the Amber, but I'll save it. It seems pretty good. I will just play them, Exhausted, and this Lack Gaboon, Exhausted, and then I think that's all I'll do, because, yeah, I guess I'll save that Abandoned Ship, because it gets rid of creatures. That's pretty nice. I wasn't able to raise the tide this turn, but that's not the worst in the world. I don't really want to gain chains yet, so at 4 cards, let me draw back up to 6. It's more Untamed and more Untamed, so I guess I'll probably go Untamed on my next turn. It's back to them. They have no amber to forge a seal, so they're just going to be drawing their 2 cards. First one, move to another revealed location that is not deeper. If the tide is high, your team gains 3 amber. I can't do that, and the tide is not high, so it's pretty much a nothing card. Sir Maros. The leftmost creature, after one of my team's creature reaps, they get a +1 counter. So that's annoying. They get more powerful as they reap more. That's it for them, because they don't have any artifacts or creatures in play, so that readies up, and it's back to me. Alright, I definitely will go Untamed, because I have lots of Untamed stuff. So I'll play my Evil Twin Mookling. I'll play my Mollymock. Unfortunately, there's no artifact for them to destroy. I could play Way of the Pixie. This upgrade, just whoever reaps gains an extra amber. I'll put it on this Netcaster here, because they have a reap ability anyway. And then I can choose Persistent Hunting, which gives me an amber. And it says, choose a house, exhaust each enemy creature of the chosen house. I will choose Sir Maros just so they don't attack me. And besides that, that's it for my turn. So I'll ready up those 2 and draw back 4 cards. There's 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay, it's a 3-3 split with Shadows and Untamed. Or sorry, not Untamed, Unfathomable. So back to them. They have no Amber, so they are just going to draw their 2 cards. First one is an evil Fuzzy Gruin. Hey, it's where are they at? They're over there. My Fuzzy Gruin. But this one's evil. That one's a good one. So they just come into play. And the next card is a Frost Turret. Yikes. That's not good. Because of course it enters play ready. So their creatures would go, both of them are exhausted, so nothing happens. Then the Frost Turret's used, and that's not good. Basically, you have to take out one of these non-flying creatures. Yeah, goodbye Mookling. It's going to deal 1 damage splash. It's not great, but whatever. That's all they're doing, though, so both of these were ready, and it's back to me. Okay, I'm going to go Unfathomable and do a couple of things. I'll play Wrath or Ruin, so I can destroy a flank creature, and I'll go ahead and destroy Sir Maros. I could really destroy either of those. Well, then the other one, I'll play Abandoned Ship. The tide is low, but they return Fuzzy Gruin to their hand, which just goes in their archive. And then, what else? I'll play this guy. They have Poison and Taunt, which is pretty nice. I guess, yeah, I'll play them next to the Lack Gaboon. They get a +1 for each other exhausted creature. So right now they're chilling at +1. And this guy, I guess, will reap. Yeah, oh, this is cool, because watch this. They reap. They get 2 for reaping. Its reap ability is ready and use a friendly non-Aquan creature. So this readies, because it's a beast, not an Aquan creature. And this loses its +1 counter. Well, actually, it still has that. And then what, I can just reap with them? Sure. At least I can descend now. And I think I will gain 3 chains just to raise the tide, because right now I'm not seeing any good way to raise the tide. So I will do that and end my turn. I'll ready up my battle line here. I have chains, so I'll only draw up to 5. But I have a pretty good Shadows hand, it looks like. So it's back to them. They don't have any Amber to forge a seal, so they will be drawing their archived card, which is Fuzzy Gruin, along with 2 other cards. First one is a Merkins. Play. If my team controls more creatures at the location than Conspiracy, which I do, Conspiracy archives a card. Oh, fun. So they go into play chillin'. Look at that, a Whirlpool turret. Oh, fun. Very cool. Love the turrets. So now creatures are used. No creatures to be used, so both turrets are going to go off. Yikes. Well, either way, this Netcaster is dead. If I do that and the 1 splash are there, so I'm going to kill them and just do 1 splash there and to the Mollymawk. And unfortunately, the Netcaster is going to go down. Then this is going to happen. The Conspiracy gains 1 Amber. If the tide is low, 2 instead. So they're gaining their first Amber. Wow. Took them long enough. I don't know where I want to place their Amber. Maybe I'll place it kind of up here, because placing it on there is kind of hard to see. So then that's it for their turn. Their creatures are going to ready. It's back to me. I have enough Amber to descend, which I will do. Okay, not the place I needed. Whenever I descend, I have to lower the tide. Zoom in a bit on this new location. It's the Shell Market. So while the tide is low, each card the Conspiracy plays has a Amber icon. While the tide is high, resolve each bonus icon an additional time. So I don't think I have any way to raise the tide, which isn't good because I need to. I can always take more chains, but I really don't want to, but it seems like that's what I'm gonna have to do for this this game here. Ooh, okay, so I'm definitely going Shadows. I will play this Ring of Invisibility, and I'll attach it to this horrid Sinan? I don't know how to pronounce that, but that thing over there. And then I will play Walk the Plank. Well, no. I'll play Loot or Pillage to steal an Amber. And then now I'll play Walk the Plank, which says if opponent has no Amber, deal 4 damage to a creature. And yeah, I'm taking out that Merkins. So they're gone. So I'll go ahead and play Jackie Tar over there, and that's all I can really do this turn. So I'll draw back up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, there's a card that can raise the tide. I just need to go untamed again. I don't know if I want to do that, but we'll see. So that's my turn. Back to them. They have no amber, so there's no seals for them to forge. They're going to be drawing their archived card, which is Dr. Escotera. Play, your team loses amber equal to the amount of the depth of your location. So I lose 2 amber. That's annoying because now I can't move sideways. And they're coming into play, and then they need to draw their 2 cards. First one is a Riptide turret, of course. More turrets come into play. And another Dr. Escotera. So there goes the rest of my amber. They're coming to play exhausted. The Fuzzy Gruin now gets to fight. It's going to fight the creature with the lowest power, which would be either of these two. I can choose. So I'm going to choose this one because it has poison. The poison will kill the Fuzzy Gruin. And this has skirmish and elusive, so it's totally fine. It has skirmish, elusive, and poison, and taunt. It only has 2 health, but this thing is a killer. So that's sweet. Go back over here. The turret goes off. This is the Riptide turret. Oh, gosh. I have to discard a random card from my hand. I guarantee it's going to be the stupid Tides Up card, the only card that I can raise the tide with. It's not. Okay, good. My RNG isn't that bad. So then that was it for their turn. Both of these creatures were ready. Back to me. I'm definitely going to go Untamed. I'll play All Tied Up, which gives me an amber. If the tide is high, gain an amber. Else, raise the tide. Sweet. And then I will play Gross Surge, which gains me an amber for playing it. Give a flank creature +3 power counters. Who do I want to give that to? Probably a Jackie Tar, because then I can give its neighbor +2, and this guy, well, they already have their +1, because they probably shouldn't have had that, but whatever. So that's that. I mean, both of these guys are going to attack the rightmost creature with 3 or lower power, so they're going to attack both of these. That has elusive, so it'll be fine. This has elusive and poison, so it's really will be fine. So there's no reason to really take out either of those, because Mollymawk will die if they do. So I'll just Reap. And I'm sitting pretty good. I have 3 amber, so I can at least go to either left or right next round. And yeah, we draw my cards back up. We ready this, and this is my last time drawing to 5. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, lots of shadows and some unfathomable. Okay, I like the nice spread here. So back to them. What are they doing? So nothing in their archive. So they're drawing Deep Priest Anikava. I don't know, something like that. It's a 6 power. It's kind of dangerous. Truesome Covered, so they get an amber. Put an ignorance counter on each of my non-flank creatures. The ignorance counters, its text box is considered to be blank. So I'll do the old, I'll put Enrage over these 2 counters. No, not the horrid guy. That means they don't have poison anymore. Oof. That's annoying, and I don't think there's any way I can get rid of that. So that just shut down that guy. That's fun. So now the creature is going to be used. So it's going to fight the creature with 3 power or lower, the rightmost creature. So it's going to attack Jackie Tar, and then also this one will attack Jackie Tar. Since they have 5 power, yeah, they don't have skirmish, right? So both of these are just going to die, and Jackie Tar will take 4 damage, but still be alive, which is pretty sweet. There is the Riptide turret here, so I have to discard a card randomly. Get rid of this card. Ooh, the Hookmaster. Kind of like that one. Okay, well that probably means I'll go Shadows then. So that's it for their turn. So I'll ready that up. Back to me. I will spend 2 amber to go right. I'm gonna go right. Oh, there it is. That's the place I need. Okay. So while the tide is high, I may play the Vault Binder as if it was in my hand. And the tide is high, so the Vault Binder I can now play. So I'm going to call Shadows. I'll play the Vault Binder. It's an artifact. I'll play the Flying Spectre, which allows me to capture an amber. I'll just throw it on Mollymawk, I guess, maybe. Maybe the Lack Gaboon. I'll play Scooped. That gains me an amber, deal 2 damage to a creature. So I'll deal 2 damage to the Deep Priest over here. If it's not destroyed, it captures 1 from its own side. There is no amber to capture. I'll play Mug. Gain an amber, move an amber from a creature to my pool. I'm going to target them. They have no amber, but I'll deal another 2 damage to them. So they're at 4 out of 6. So then I can Reap with Jack-Guitar. That will get me an amber, so I can descend next turn. And their ability is, since the tide is high, I can deal 6 damage to a creature, so I could take out the Deep Priest. That's just 1 person less to deal with. And I think that's going to be it for my turn. I don't have any chains anymore, so I can draw back up to 6. So back to them. They don't have any amber to make a seal, so they are just nothing in their archive either, so just drawing 2 cards. First is Merkins, so since I control more creatures than them, they're archiving a card, and then they're drawing another card. Fuzzy Gruin comes into play exhausted. There's no turrets at my location, so that's all they're doing. It's back to me. I'm going to choose to descend at the beginning of my turn. So I'm going to go down to here. Ooh, that's lucky. That's the place I need. I don't have any amber and the tide is low, but that's the place I need. And now I just basically need to get the tide high and get enough amber to just win. Okay, I'm going to choose Unfathomable. Play this Frigorific Rod, and that'll gain me an amber. I'm going to discard Maelstrom because I'm not playing that. I'll play Storm Surge, so they cannot ready cards during the next step of their turn, which is pretty interesting. Then I have these 2 guys. I'll probably just Reap with both. And they'll get me 2 amber. So now draw back up to 6. 5, 6. Okay, got 3 Untamed, 2 Unfathomable, and a Shadows. So back to them. They still have no amber. Then there is a card in their archive, so they're drawing that. That's a Fuzzy Gruin. And then they have 2 cards they will be drawing for their turn. Scout Pete. So let me scoot this over a little bit because they're actually starting to get some creatures down. Scout Pete. They don't have a play effect. Senator Bronchus. Also no play effect. Those seals cost 1 less for each amber on Bronchus, and they'll be exalted every time they Reap. So that's something to deal with. But I think I'm going to be winning here in like 2 turns, so I'm not terribly worried. It is now Merkins gets to attack the creature with the highest power, which I guess would be Mollymawk. They have Skirmish, so they're not taking damage. They're just dealing 2 damage to Mollymawk. And then Fuzzy Gruin is going to attack the creature with the lowest power. I can have him attack Jack-Guitar. And since Jack-Guitar is elusive, they'll take no damage, while since they have +3 counters, they're going to take out the Fuzzy Gruin. So that's a pretty nice exchange there. Then no turrets over here, so that's it for their turn. Now I just need to get some amber and raise the tide. Okay, so I'm going to go Unfathomable, actually. I'll use this rod to exhaust Scout Pete. Then I can use Call of the Void to play that. That gains me an amber. I can exhaust a creature, which I'll exhaust Scout Pete, because it says if it was already exhausted, destroy it instead, and its controller loses 1 amber, which they don't have any. Then I can play this Portal Monger, just over here, I guess. Just chilling. And I got these 2 guys. I will just Reap with both to gain 2 amber. And yeah. I will then take 3 chains to raise the tide, I guess. Because then if they don't stop me, if they don't take any of my amber, I win next turn. But they're probably going to stop me. So I'm sitting at 4. I can only draw back up to 5 since I have a chain. Then it's back to them. They have nothing in their archive. They have no amber to forge a seal. So it's back to them just drawing their 2 cards. Fiendish Undercurrents, so they gain an amber. Either I deal 2 damage to each of my creatures, or I lose 4 damage. 2 damage to each creature would be rough. That would kill them. It would kill almost everybody. It would kill everybody but Portal Monger. And it's a gamble. I'm tempted to kill off everybody because I don't need them. But if their next card lets them steal 1 amber from me, or if I lose 1 amber in any way, I'm screwed. But how everything's looking right now, as long as they don't, like, if they drew another turret, that makes me lose an amber. I'm screwed. But you know what? Let's take a gamble. I'm going to do the 2 damage to all my guys. So Mollymawk is dead. Black Gaboon is dead. They get their amber back. This goes away. Horrid Sinan, however the heck you pronounce that, that thing's dead. And Jackie Tar. Rip them. They were such a powerhouse, just taking people out for doing nothing. They're dead. Let's see, is this next card a turret? Is it the one that makes me lose money? Because if so, I am screwed. Not screwed, but at least delayed for another turn. It's a Deep Priest. That comes into play exhausted. And I think that's going to be it for... That's probably game, right? They're attacking the highest power. I mean, doing 2 damage. Fuzzy Gruen's going to fight. Going to kill my Portal Monger. They will gain an amber for their fight. Senator Broncus is going to exhaust and reap. And then because of their reap, they also exalt themselves. With that done, that's it for their turn. There's no turrets. I ready up everything. It's back to me. I'm at Titan's Gate. The tide is high. I have the Vault Binder and 6 amber. That's a win. Wow. I'm surprised that went really well. I played this semi-recently again, and it didn't go as well. They didn't get a single seal this game. I've never had that happen through a playthrough. So that's pretty insane. I really like this deck, though. I'm glad it did better against the Conspiracy than the Keyraken. And yeah, I like having an evil twin deck. I like Unfathomable as a house, so I really want to give this another shot. But yeah, had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, a like would be greatly appreciated. I'll be back next time doing another solo playthrough, so subscribe if you want to catch that. And if you want to see one of my recent videos, click up there in the top right corner of the screen.